Hey, how we feeling? How we feeling? What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. Alright, so boom, y'all see the title of the video. Y'all know what time it is. We're here for another story time, right? This one is gonna be about, the time that, I got an everlasting scar. That shit is still here. It's still here on my left foot. My left foot, right by my ankle, above my ankle, like, on my left foot, right? The left side of my left foot. And I will lie, I almost died. Actually, there were like two different times that I almost died or could have died. You know what I'm saying? Oh, technically three if you really try to go that far. Well, no, two. But anyway, just a little disclaimer. I ain't feeling too well, but you know what I'm saying? Like, you'll probably get hear it in the voice a little bit, but it's alright. It's okay. Don't even chill. Because why? We still gotta put this content out for y'all. You see what I'm saying? We here. Alright. So boom. Alright, so boom. You know what I'm saying? This date's all the way back to like what? The 5th grade. Right now, I like what? I already graduated college. It's been a year since I graduated college. That was way back in the 5th grade. You see what I'm saying? So I was a kid. I was about yay high, you know what I'm saying? Like standing up straight, yay high. You know what I'm saying? And I was like what? 12, 13 maybe, bro, and I still remember to this day. How could I forget? You see what I'm saying? I cannot forget. I still remember to this day. I bet. So it all started when I was on my Grammy house. This was back home. I was at my Grammy home. You know what I'm saying? And me and my cousins, we all was cool. We always chilling, playing basketball. You know how you got all those cousins where you all play like all the time. You know what I'm saying? Especially when y'all hooping. Like, that's be the best, most energetic times. Like, those were part of the memorable times. You know what I'm saying? Another one for me, memorable time, is definitely when we were playing, like, what? But we be playing hide and seek, though. We be running down, way past the neighbor's yard, across the park. But I remember one time we got chased by dogs. We went so far, I had to hop over the fence into another yard where there was another dog in the yard. Shoot, bro, those were good times, dog. But this took place around that same time, right? So I was by my grandma house. They was playing ball, right? They was hooping, and it started to rain. You know what I'm saying? Nobody really like rain like that. And I'm from the Bahamas, so don't really rain like that. So when they do, it kind of sours the mood a bit. It sours the mood a lot, actually. You see what I'm saying? So they started to rain. Everybody huddled back inside. You know what I'm saying? Except for me. I was a hooper. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, look, I was a hooper. I still am a hooper. You see what I'm saying? We still hooping out in these parts. Now the thing with that is I stayed outside during the rain because I was young, I was naive, I wasn't too worried. Nobody really cared about getting sick. Who cared about getting sick when they was young, bro? Like, really? Like, nobody really cared. At least I did it, right? I didn't really care like that, right? So I was still out there, I was still hooping, shooting around in the wet. My shoes, I had to take my shoes off, my socks was soggy. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I didn't look back, I was a nasty I was not, oh shit. Anyway, I was still there. My socks soggy, you know what I'm saying? My shirt wet, hanging, you know what I'm saying? The ball heavy now because that was the leather ball back then. So all the water would get trapped in it and it would be like heavy. And every time it hit the floor, it would splash and shit. So, you know what I'm saying? I was still me out there hooping. Now that turned around and that bit me right back in the eyes. You see what I'm saying? I turned around, bit me back in the eyes because now when the rain had stopped and the court had cleared, I was the only one that was sick. I was sick. I was inside. You know what I'm saying? Everybody went back out. They left, obviously. Everybody going back out to hoop. They gonna go hoop. Like, this was around no, this wasn't even during the summertime. This was doing like one break or something, bro. There was like one break, bro. And everybody back out there hooping. It was just me inside by myself, bro. And I was contemplating myself. I was like, damn, I really shouldn't have done that. Like, I was like, damn, I really shouldn't have done that. Like, I really should have thought this through. I didn't really think it through, right? So now here I am inside thinking. Like, I was like, okay, boom, I'm a brainstorm, right? So boom. So this is what we're gonna do. I could come through. I could get better. You know what I'm saying? Surprise them. Come out of nowhere. I'ma just come out of nowhere. They hooping. They stand the third on the court. XYZ ABC. I'ma slide through, and I'ma steal the ball. steal the ball from off the court. They wouldn't see me none. I just come straight through, boom, steal the ball, shoot it. Everybody laughing, everybody happy, right? And they saying your boy came back to hoop. He was sick, now he here, right? That was the plan. So fast forward, you know what I'm saying? I started feeling a little bit better. And I went outside and I went to check up on them, see what they're doing, and sure enough, they still was out there hooping, dog. And I think one of my cousins, he was standing near the corner of the court, like closest towards the home. It's still pretty ways out, but it was still the closest side of the court to our home, because the court was like right across, the park is right across from my house, right? Like you just cross the street, boom, you're at the park, right? From my grandma's house at least, right? So here they go, they hooping. I'm like, all right, bet. You know, so I start rubbing my hands together, doing a little Birdman going on, get a little Birdman action going on. I was like, all right, bet. This is the perfect time. I'm going to slide through right now and go steal that ball, right? So I running it all through my head as I'm doing it, right? I had on slides and everything. I didn't even care. I just wanted to do it. I had on like flip-flops, slippers, something. It wasn't shoes. It wasn't like basketball shoes and none. I was just running, right? I said, I bet. I ran through. I hopped over the broken wall, right? Because we had a broken wall by our grandma's house, right? Hopped over the broken wall, like one straight thing. Ran straight across the court. And now, because of the just rain now, you see what I'm saying? The court was still had a little bit of wet spots on it, but not too much, just enough to play. But the grass was also still wet. Now, not only that, there was a hole that had, you know what I'm saying, that was a puddle. A puddle was created because of that, because of the rain, right? It had a little hole, in a tiny little hole where the grass wasn't growing. The rain went in there. It was a puddle. And midway around, I was like, bro, this is perfect. I'm gonna hop over. I was too excited. You see what I'm saying? I was like, all right, I'm gonna jump over this puddle. You know what I'm saying? Jump over the puddle. Surprise them, steal a ball, shoot from the 3-point line, you know what I'm saying? Get a score, get a bucket, everybody happy, everybody excited, you know what I'm saying? I look cool, clean as fuck, I'm look cool as fuck, right? So I came through. I was about to jump, I was right there, about to jump over the pond, bro, over the little pool. Little puddle, my fault, little puddle, right? And I miscalculated my step, bro. I took the first right step and my second step was too far ahead, bro. It was too far ahead. I miscalculated it, dog. And instead of like landing right before the puddle, let's say it's a puddle, instead of landing right here with my foot landed on the puddle, bro. My foot landed on the puddle. Next thing I know, bro, dog, my ass was on the ground, bro. I was hollering, bro. Actually, matter of fact, no. What happened was after I slid, bro, my shoes, my slippers, it flew up into the sky, bro. 2 flip-flops flew off of my feet. From that one fall, flew up in the sky, bro. And only people who saw me at first were the ones that were like on the bench. You know, they got the little benches set up right in front of the court, right? So they had the benches there, and then there's some old heads just chilling out on the you know what I'm saying, on the corner or whatever. They saw me first, and they saw me slip or whatever. And they started laughing, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's cool. I wasn't even really tripping about that, right? I mean, like, looking back at it, I tripping that day was laughing. Because at first, it just looked like I just fell, right? They didn't really know what happened. But, bro, literally, instantly, I just started crying, bro. I just started wailing, dog. Like, I was screaming. I was shouting. I was crying. I was in pain. I didn't know what to do. All I know is I was standing up and one foot was bent. One foot was literally stuck bent. I was trying to figure out what the fuck is that. My head was like, why am my foot bent? I don't know, but it doesn't matter. I was crying, right? I was shouting, it don't even matter, right? But one foot was stuck bent, bro. And then the next second, bro, I looked down, dog. There was blood pouring on the ground. Blood was pouring on the grass. Blood was pouring in that puddle, bro. And like in that instance, the entire situation flipped. Everybody went from laughing to everybody just all of a sudden just got serious. Everybody got serious. Everybody like, whoa. They ran down after me and they came to me or whatever. And like all my cousins and all my peoples them or whatever, they all came outside and they came to me. You know what I'm saying? And then they like my arms was up, and I wasn't moving. I didn't know how to move, bro. But I mean, I kind of hopped a little bit, but that's because they helped me. They came and they grabbed me from like underneath my arms with two people. They like lifted me up like this, and they like lift me under my arm. You know what I mean? They lifted me up, and I was like hopping on one leg, crying, bro. And I remember, dog, me crossing the street. I had to wait for a car to pass, but in that time I was standing on the street, but the blood was pouring, bro. I swear to God, the blood was pouring so much, bro. I could remember the blood being stained on the road, bro. The blood was stained on the road for a little bit, right? I hopped across this time the third. They took me to my grandma. You know, so I was on the side of the house, right? And then they got a bucket. They got a giant tub. You know what I'm saying? Like a clothes basket, but like huge, right? That shit was huge. It was like, I don't know. Yeah, it was huge, bro. It could fit a lot of clothes, right? This huge clothes basket, right? It was empty. They brought it outside to the side and they put it to a little pump. They ran the water this time the third just to, I guess, try to, you know what I'm saying, mediate the cut. First, they like dip my foot in the water, right? Because that's how we Caribbean people go. Our Caribbean, you know what I'm saying? So I dipped my foot in the water, bro. They filled the bucket up. The second I dipped my foot in the water, the entire water went red, bro. Literally within 3 seconds, the entire bucket was full of blood, just full of my blood, bro. I'm telling you, bro. And this is one of them where I said I almost died, because honestly, I feel like I could have died from blood loss right then and there. How much blood was just pouring out, bro. It was literally pouring, bro. They threw the water out, you know what I'm saying? They fill up another one. I was just standing there. They fill up another bucket. Boom. Dip my toe in there. Blood full. The bucket full of blood again. The bucket is full of blood again. Just instantly, they do it again. Instantly fills up with my blood, bro. And at that point, they didn't know what to do, cause like damn, every time I dip my foot in the bucket, like it just get full of blood. Like what's going on? You see what I'm saying? So right after that, that's when, like, during that portion of me dipping my foot in the bucket and I was waiting, they called the ambulance, right? They phoned the ambulance, bro. But I mean, I know y'all familiar with our ambulance and just but like it like at least in the black community, you know how long they take to get to the actual scene of the whatever you need to call them for, right? Now it's the same thing, like back home, like back where I live in the Bahamas. You see what I'm saying? Same exact thing. You know what I'm saying? I'll be there I'll be just waiting for, like, I don't even know, like, I don't know. Our island is very small. We was waiting for at least 30 minutes to an hour, right? And the ambulance literally never came, bro. Matter of fact, they called my dad. He came off of his job and he reached there before the ambulance. He was at work. They called him off the job and he stopped what he was doing right then and there. He drove his vehicle, came straight down to where I was, bro. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, he reached there before the ambulance, bro. Matter of fact, by the time I left, the ambulance still wasn't even there. Like, that's crazy to me. I don't even know why. Why is it like that? Come on, we gotta do better, bro. But anyway, that's besides the point. Right? At that time, I was sitting in the chair, and like it was a chair in the living room was done, and everybody was in there crying, bro. Like, it was such a sad scene, dog. So this is the moment. Actually, this is the moments leading up to right before he came, right? Everybody was in the house crying, bro. Like, I was losing so much blood, bro. Once again, this is another portion. I could have potentially blacked out and died right there, because with all the blood loss, bro, I was so weak. I was so tired, and I wanted to go sleep so bad, bro. Like, right there, like, as I'm losing my blood, I was like, bro, I should, like, I could have heard the voices, or I could have feel that. I was like, bro, I should probably go to sleep right now, huh? I was like, yeah, this is probably the right thing to do. And my eyes slowly closing, bro. And I always like wake up right before that, right? And I couldn't move, bro. Everybody's crying. It was so sad, bro. I ain't even gonna lie, bro. I don't even want to be near a scene like that ever again, bro. You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to cause that, nothing like that, bro. Everybody was so sad, bro. Everybody was crying, dog. You see what I'm saying? So here I am, everybody there trying to keep me up. They're like, hey, yo, Ashley, you can't go sleep, bro. You gotta wake up, dog. You know what I'm saying? You can't go sleep. Wake up. And every time I almost like drift off. The more they tell me to wake up, the more I wanted to sleep, bro. And then boom, my dad, he came through. You know what I'm saying? He came through and he lifted me up and he grabbed on his work shirt. I think he took the shirt off that he had on. He took that off. I wrapped it around my foot, right? And it was a white shirt too, so you know that was gonna stain. He took his shirt off, He wrapped it around my foot kind of tight just to like apply pressure to, I guess, to help alleviate the bleeding or stop the bleeding, right? So he did that, and he picked me up, and he took me out, and he took me to the clinic, right? So fast forward. Now I'm in the hospital, bro. I wish I had pictures, bro. I wish I had pictures, dog. Bro, like when we were in the hospital, like at this time my mom was there too, right? At the hospital, right? I should have pictures, but she took photos on her like Samsung Galaxy 3. You know how old that shit was. I don't even know if it was a Galaxy 3. I know it was a Samsung something 3, Samsung 3. I don't know, right? It was the 3rd edition, right? So she took photos of it on the little small little phone with snow. She took photos of it, and I could have seen it after like everything already happened. I seen like my foot was split wide open, bro. Actually, now to think about it, I didn't even explain what happened. So what happened was, right, in that puddle when I slipped, they had recently before that they had cut down like a metal pole, bro, and they didn't completely remove it. I don't know why. I know they didn't completely remove the pole, but they cut it down to a low portion just above the ground, the dirt, right? And what they ended up doing afterwards was some smart person decided to, I don't know, they used some sort of like bludge weapon or something, and they like bent the only portion, the tiny piece that was sticking up. They bent it and bent it downwards, right? So now instead of it being like this, it was bent kind of like that. Now, like, so the piece is bent over, and now you know what that means? A sharp ass fucking like pole, metal pole is sticking up from the ground now, right? And that was what was underneath the puddle. I didn't know that. There's no way for me to know. When I slipped, my entire foot went straight through that entire thing, bro. The entire thing slid through all the ground with force and speed, bro. You know what that did to me, dog? Yo, it already been a graphic already, but I'm just saying right now, bro, that shit severed 4.5 tendons in my foot. 4.5 tendons in my foot. Bro, I couldn't move my pinky. I couldn't move my middle 3 toes. I barely could have moved my big toe. I'll try to move it, go like that. It go like that. it go like that. I couldn't move my big. I could have barely moved my big toe. Couldn't move any of the other toes. Right, severed 4.5 tendons in my left foot, bro. Right, so like I say, I guess fast forward back to the photos now. So I'm looking at the photos, right? So she took photos of the thing, right? And like I said, like this was after I looked at the photos after I met my father. So here now we finally made it to the doctor. Like I said, like that's once you get into the hospital and you don't just walk straight in, although it is an emergency, you know what I'm saying, you could go straight in, but like at first, for some reason, the people at the hospital, they wasn't seeing it as an emergency, bro. Like we were sitting down with my dad was holding me, and he was like, my son has a cut on his foot, and it's like severed deep. I guess they didn't know how deep it was. They thought it was just like a regular cut on his foot, and they was like, now you gotta wait. And he was like, no, he didn't cuss because he don't cuss, right? But basically, he was like, fuck that, nigga, look at his foot. You see what I'm saying? And they was like, oh shoot, now we gotta go call the doctor. You know what I'm saying? And I remember the doctor's name to this day, bro. That man saved my life, dog. I ain't even gonna hold you. He saved my life, and I get to keep my foot like properly back to normal how it was. I mean, I still have the scar there, but like as close to normal as it was, bro. You see what I'm saying? I'll never forget that doctor, bro. Dr. Phillips, that's my nigga, bro. I'll never forget that doctor, bro. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, they was performing this, that, and the third night, and the last thing I remember before they did something, bro. First they had me in the room right before they take me to like the surgery room, right? They had me in this other room with one doctor, I guess, and he was running some sort of tests on it, right? And he was looking at it. I remember like I couldn't look down, but I could have, but they advised me to not look down at the cut because I don't know what would have happened, especially me being like 12 or 13 at the time, right? So I there with my dad, he holding my hand, right, because I on the bed, he holding my hand, and the doctor like poking at my foot. I guess he was tugging, like he was trying to tug at my tendons to see, like, because that's how he figured it was severed. He's tugging the tendons, and he noticed it was severed, and I didn't feel it. I mean, I felt pain because he was touching like in the area of the cut, but I couldn't feel my toes moving. You see what I'm saying? I couldn't move none of my toes, right? So we get sent to the back room. And I remember going underneath this one thing, bro. The room was kind of dark, but not really. And there was a bunch of like blue lights all over the place. And there was lights and then some blue, I don't know, some, bro. And it's this one big like mask thing that they had like hanging from the roof. Like when I went on the bed, they put that thing right to my face, bro. And it was like, it was minty kind of actually. Long story short, they knocked me the fuck out, okay? I was knocked the fuck out, bro. And like hearing, like the only thing I could do at that point was just hear about what happened during that time, because like I said, I was knocked out, right? So apparently, as they were, first of all, one of the things they had to do was some sort of like dosage they had to give to me, or like to inject me with, or something, like while I was under while I was knocked out, right? There was some sort of dosage or some sort of injection they had to give me where it had to be, for some reason, perfect. If it was too much or too little, it could have detrimental like life changes, like, which probably could have even led to that too. You see what I'm saying? So they had to be perfect with that, from what I remember, right? And obviously I'm still here, you know what I'm saying? So shit, that went well. And it was it was an option, bro. There was a previous doctor before Dr. Phillips. He was telling my dad, he was like, look, I apologize, it's not the third, but you're gonna have to make a decision like right here, right now. He said, look, your son's foot, he severed 4.5 tendons. So what we could do is and they say the only option right now, what it's looking like, is basically doing my foot or whatever, or cutting off some sort of like nerves, cutting it off completely, and then stitching it back together, which means basically I'd have no feeling in my foot whatsoever. I'll kick a fucking I don't even know, I kick a door, I kick my toe on the edge of the little, you know what I'm saying, a little bed thing, you know, the bed frame, I kick my toe on that, I wouldn't feel a thing, bro. I could drop a hammer, a fucking Acme anvil or some shit on my foot and I wouldn't have feel a thing, bro. And that's basically what he was trying to do to me at that time. And my dad was like, oh hell no. He said, oh hell no. You gotta be joking. He looked him dead in his face. He said, you joking. You cannot be serious. You see what I'm saying? And he was like, sir, that's the only thing we have to do. And he was like, nah. And then that's when my boy walked through. Dr. Phillips. He came through out of the back room. I don't know where he come from. But he came out of the back room, bro. Actually, yeah, he came out of that back room basically, and he had a conversation with my dad, basically saying that, you know, he could do it and he could restitch my tendons like in my foot. You know what I'm saying? I still have the feeling in my foot, and it'll still I'll still be chilling, right? But with the scar that lasted on the everlasting scar. You see what I'm saying? So bro, and I mean, I know this is weird to bring up now, but when I was in the room, like in that room where the dude was telling my dad I have to think, there was some sort of like 9-day like period where I had to, I don't know if it was after the surgery or something, bro. I was there for like 9 days, and I remember like there was this old person, bro, and I was praying, dog. I lived through this, bro. Like I was so scared. I remember looking up, staring at the roof, praying, bro. I was like, God, I hope, bro. I was like, please. You know what I'm saying? And then there was this old person who was next to me, and they didn't know I think I didn't know their situation like that, but I think they asked me about mine, and I told them, and I hope I remember this right, bro, but I think they said something like I was gonna be straight. Like I think the old person next to me said that I was gonna be straight, I was gonna be cool, I was gonna be chilling. But I mean, I hearing it, but like I had to get through it first. Like it helped a little bit, but like, bro, I was so worried, dog. I was looking up at the roof, the ceiling, little old me, looking at the ceiling like, please. You see what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna lie, if I remember correctly, I think like unfortunately that person ended up like not making it. I remember there's people who came across the bed and they was crying, and that was not a good sign for me. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, bro, I next. I was like, I'm next. You see what I'm saying? So that added even more pressure, more anxiety on me this time, the third. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that person for, like, I guess speaking that good, you know what I'm saying, that good word over me. But yeah. So now fast forward. You know what I'm saying? Surgery, success. You see what I'm saying? I mean, yeah. So basically, the end. I think that's basically like the end of the story right there. Like that was the entire thing. I remember afterwards, people was trying to figure out what was going on. I had like a cast on for months. For months, I had a cast on some crutches, right? And I ain't gonna lie, when you in school, look, y'all know when y'all in school and y'all have like a cast on, like in like little primary, middle school, maybe even high school, bro, they was all over you. I ain't gonna lie, they was all over me. But like, oh, Ashton, what happened to you? You good? You good? It's like, yeah, I good, man. I just got a little scar, a little something slight, you know what I'm saying? A little something slight, a little cut, a little bruise on my foot, you know what I'm saying? Don't even worry about me. I'm chilling. You see these crutches, you know what I'm saying? I could be straight. And then, you know what I'm saying? It was all, you know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, like they was all like signing up, just making sure I straight. Like they was signing your cast and stuff like that. Y'all know what it is, bro. They sign your cast, write their names on it. You know what I'm saying? Write a message, hoping you get better this, that, and the third. But yeah, I think that's about it. As for like right now, obviously the scar is still there. Like I said, it's an everlasting scar that's gonna be with me for the rest of my life. But like it doesn't hurt anymore. It doesn't like nothing. Like it don't hurt anymore. I can still feel everything in my foot like normal. If I kick the edge of the bed, I gonna feel that. You see what I'm saying? So I appreciate, you know, my dad making that decision and standing up at that time. Actually, I think I remember too. He told me, he's like after they let me out of the hospital and I was home with the cast on my foot. Actually, no, this is after I took the cast off. Like after the months passed and then like I took it off. And first of all, I ain't gonna lie, that was the weirdest body part I've ever seen in my entire life. Like that was the worst it has ever looked anything on me. Actually, my foot was like old. Oh, it looked old and had a bunch of like I mean, I don't want to gross it out too much. Like y'all know what happens when you wear a cast for a long time. You get like dead skin, it look old. You know what I'm saying? It was a lot of things. It looked even smaller, like it shrunk a little bit, right? And you know what I'm saying, my dad, he was there. After they cut it off, he like cleaned it up, like he washed it in a bucket or like something, right? He washed it real quick. And I remember when I was laying down like with it off, he tell me, actually no, I don't remember. I remember him telling me whenever I go to sleep after that, he would like come in like in the middle of the night and he'd just like tip my foot, like tip the cut. Like it wasn't open at the time, right? Because obviously the cast is off, but he would tip it to see if I react, if my foot would like twitch. You see what I'm saying? See, my foot would twitch at night. You know, so just making sure that everything cool, everything's still set and still together, still sorted out. This, that, and the third, XYZ, ABC, right? And for the first couple months, it would twitch, and then as time went on, you know what I'm saying, it twitched less to the point where it didn't twitch at all. And then that's when he was fully satisfied that okay, his foot is healed. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate my dad for that. Honestly, like, what a W? That's a W dot, ain't it? Hey, chat, that's a W dot, ain't it? W parents, mom and dad, dog. You know what I'm saying? So, but yo, that's it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the end of the story right here. Like I said, I still got it. I still have it, but I still have feeling in my foot, so that's a plus. You see what I'm saying? But hey, if y'all enjoyed this story time, you know what I'm saying, I appreciate it if y'all like, comment, subscribe, share it with your friends, share it with who y'all know. You see what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So look, we got another video right here for y'all. Like another story time. Y'all see this. I mean, y'all probably saw this one. I put it right here, somewhere on the screen, somewhere. I don't know, either here or here. Hey. Link up, hey.